Yeah, we've seen this gentleman many times on our Strain Bitcoin miner, Charles.
Charles, I just know him by Charles. I don't care about his last name. To me, the way he plays here, he's like Prince, he's like Madonna, he's Charles. He's a lot of action.
Yeah, no doubt about that. I do wonder for a moment, you know, we see these players playing for hundreds of thousands normally. When they're playing for millions, will they play differently? Will blank check Ben Lee, who normally has no problem throwing in 100,000, 300,000, will he play differently?
Yeah, Ben can be very loose. Ben can go on tilt. Ben is a venture capital investor and a do-gooder. Now, how can you be both? But all the things that he puts his money into have to have a positive economic effect on people who didn't have good economics beforehand.
A man that needs no introduction, but you know what? We're going to do it anyway. It's JRB, at Broke Living JRB. Just an absolute legend. One of the characters, you know, when you think of the old school poker and you think of the characters of the game, right? Grizzle, Farha, all those. JRB is the throwback.
And he's now the first gentleman of Las Vegas poker. Great high-stakes host in Las Vegas. All of Las Vegas roots for JRB.
This is 800 exactly.
Stanley Tang, co-founder of DoorDash. I actually use DoorDash today. So
see,
you're welcome.
Yeah. Every time you all use DoorDash, this man's bank account gets larger. How can I get larger? He's a billionaire already. And he didn't even play high stakes until Hustler Casino Live called him.
And Brandon Steven as another just legend. By the way, those sparkly chips in the front, they are making their debut here today. New $25,000 chips, and they are absolutely beautiful. A lot of the players have coined them the Kobe's.
Well, that one stack was a $500,000 25K chips in front of him.
Brandon Steven on the right side of your screen wearing the black shirt. And have you had the privilege and pleasure of commentating on him before?
You know, he finished 10th in the main event in 2010. I didn't much like him, and I had to apologize to him when I talked to him yesterday. I didn't like the cut of his jib, but as it turns out, he's an incredible businessman. He owns, him and his brother own 15 or 20 car dealerships, 60 health clubs, and he is you do not want to see him at your table in a no-limit hold'em game. He is a tremendous no-limit hold'em player, and now I actually think, I would not guarantee he's going to finish in the black here, but he's the guy I think will definitely finish in the black.
And wow, I want to say it was 15 years ago, I had the pleasure to commentate on Tony G. Just everything. The man can talk, the man can play poker. A lot of fun.
Tony G, for you youngsters out there, this is going to be your first exposure to one of the greatest live talking mongers in poker history. In the early poker boom, this guy is Phil Hellmuth before Phil Hellmuth. This guy is Eric Person before Eric Person. He talks up a storm. He is entertaining. He is tilting. He's a great businessman. He's a politician. I hope we get the full Tony G today. One of Lithuania's best.
Yeah, no doubt about that. He plays the biggest games around the world. He was in, he was out, he was in, he was out, and lucky for us, he is in. Flew in from the UK, I want to say just yesterday. You do wonder, will the jet lag affect him?